Hey, I'm Willpower, functional results coach, and I wanted to make this quick little video to say welcome to the 7-day transformation experience. Okay, what can you expect from this short little email series with videos and worksheets and everything like that? It's 7 days, okay? So today will be your first day, okay? Tomorrow we'll start with the first official lesson, and you're going to get 3 lessons. In between the lessons, you're also going to get a little bit more on that specific topic. The 3 lessons that we're going to cover is fit mind, fit body, and fit life. If we follow that 3-prong approach, okay, that's what we call, 3-dimensional results. Everyone's always focused on fitness or the exercise part as well as the diet part, okay? But we have to think about mindset, and we also have to think about lifestyle. If something does not fit with our lifestyle, or we're not doing things that we really love, let's say for instance we have a shitty job as an example, over time, that starts playing tricks on your mind, and that's when we start moving away from the goals we really want, because the stresses of life is just too much for us, okay? So I'm not going to make this video very long. I just want to say welcome, thank you for being part of the 7-day transformation experience. If you have any friends that you think that might also benefit from this 7-day experience, please ask them to join, send them to the blog, send them to the Facebook page, tell them to join the challenge with you or the experience with you, and let's see what you can do in 7 days. All I ask is that whatever I give you or whatever I send you, please just do the work. It's 7 days. I'm asking you to commit for 7 days, okay? That's all. Nothing more than that. It's going to take you a couple of minutes every single day to just complete this, and that would set you up for the right path to get the functional results and to ultimately experience something I call a revelation. A revelation is a powerful transformation through functional results. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I look forward to sending you all the material, sending you the worksheets as well as the videos or audios for this week. Hope you have an amazing day. Thanks, Eddie.
Hey, I'm Stan Veneman, functional results coach, and welcome to the Fit Mind Belief Breaker lesson. Before we start with this short little lesson, please be sure to download your worksheet, because this is where you're going to fill in all the answers from what you're going to learn today. It's short and sweet, to the point, but if you fill it in on the paper, it will just be a lot more effective than just listening to everything and filling everything in your mind, but actually not doing it physically by writing it down. So firstly, why are beliefs actually even important? See, our influences and experiences, as well as perspectives and expectations, these create our beliefs over time. The beliefs we have about things determine if we move towards it or away from it. Just think about it. If you believe that something is good, you are going to be more inclined to go towards it. If you think that something is bad, you can do anything in your power to actually move away from it. Now think about it this way. If you want to lose weight but subconsciously believe that you'll just fail again because you've tried so many different things in the past, that would be an example of experience. You have no one that actually supports you, that would be influence. Your body is different, that's perspective. And you want a 6-pack by the end of the month, that would be expectation. Then you've created something called a limiting belief. Now, a limiting belief this is something that you create over time, and it limits you from achieving what you want. Well, it's pretty much in the words, if you think about it, limiting beliefs. Okay, that belief is limiting you from achieving what it is that you want. And there's no doubt in my mind that you will continue to fail if you don't remove this belief as soon as possible. Now, let's start with a quick little 5-minute process, okay? What have you tried in the past? Now, we're going to look at programs, systems, supplements, and even strategies you've used in the past. Now, this could be different training programs. That could be things like, now I'm going to name a couple of brands here, and it's not to take a stab at any of these brands. It's purely just for the fact of explanation, okay? So you could have tried yoga in the past, CrossFit, Wayless, Herbalife, Banting, Paleo, there's Insanity, P90X, Zumba. There are so many different training programs, protocols, diets, meal plans, supplements, all these things that are available on the market. Now, what I want you to do is, you'll see in the worksheet, as when we get to it, you're going to actually write down all the different things you've tried in the past, okay? Now, what I want you to do is, firstly, before we go to what worked for you, I want you to write down as well why you believe that all those different supplements, programs, and everything that you tried, why it did not work for you. Because obviously, if you felt that it worked for you, you'd still be doing it. Okay, you wouldn't be doing this 7-day transformation series if you actually thought that it did work for you. Then next what we're going to do is we're going to look at what actually worked for you. Now I take the example as yoga as an example. In this picture, let's say for instance yoga did work for you. Okay, just remember that as we get closer to the worksheet. Then what I want you to do is we're also going to look at who can help you understand the topic. Okay, who can help you understand that specific topic better and help you implement it better. It's very important to understand who will be able to help you. Now let's take paleo as an example. Who introduced you to paleo? Okay, did you read it just on a blog or on a website? And if you did, who is the author of that website or that blog? Will they be able to help you with that specific topic? Because if you learned it from them originally, I'm sure they'll be able to help you go further and understand it better. Because most of the times, you know, we look at something and we think that automatically, you know, things didn't work, but every now and then we need to change things a little bit, just adapt it a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. You see, the reason why it's so important for you to take care of these limiting beliefs and actually just absolutely debunk these limiting beliefs is because it will change everything for you. You see, you will go from thinking that, you know, nothing actually worked for you at all because that was your mindset. Subconsciously you believe that nothing will work for you, your body is different and all the things. Everyone believes that. When they struggle, everyone believes that, you know, they're different and things won't work for them. But as soon as you start debunking these limiting beliefs and you stop them and you actually change them into, you know, wanting beliefs, and you understand what you need to do to course correct or change a little bit and adapt it a little bit, that's when things will actually change for you, and that's when you will start moving in the right direction. Okay, so let's go straight to the worksheet. I've taken a screenshot of the areas that you would fill in. You will see in the worksheet that you downloaded that we have everything there for you. Okay, if you look in the top left, it says there past programs, systems, supplements, and strategies list. That's pretty straightforward. That's where you're just going to fill in everything that you've done, all the different programs, all the different diets, all the different supplements you've taken. Okay, then on the right top corner you're going to write why do you believe it didn't work for you. Now your honest beliefs, think that listening it was too difficult for you, it was too expensive to continue following it, maybe it injured you, maybe you just didn't find it any fun. All these things are valid reasons why things didn't work for you, because remember, at the end of the day, my goal for you and your goal for a fit life, for fit mind, fit body, for all these things is you need to follow something that's going to work for you for a lifetime. I always say that, you know, with my clients, I say to them, if you can't follow a program or system for at least, I would say a year, but more like 18 months to 2 years, then it's not the program for you. Okay, you can always adapt it as you go, but you need to, the main structure of the program should just fit with your lifestyle. Then if you go to the bottom left corner, we have what specifically that you tried did in fact work for you. Now I've used the example as yoga. Okay, so if yoga worked for you, then you need to say, okay, listen, yeah, yoga worked for me, but maybe I try to go too many times a week in the beginning, or I wasn't 100% committed. I actually enjoyed it, but yet I worried about what people were saying because, you know, yoga is such a arty-farty type of thing. I don't know what your perspective on that is, okay? It's just an example that I'm using. Okay, and then the bottom right corner, who can help you understand and implement the topic or process better? It's always good to have someone that can guide you and help you, okay? Sometimes we just need to look at things a little bit differently, or we need to tweak it a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right for something to work. So who's that person that's going to actually be able to help you with that, okay? Then lastly, this is what we call a power statement. Now I know power statements, a lot of guys hate this stuff. They'll say like, oh, this is like hocus pocus nonsense, I don't want to write down all this stuff. Listen, you don't have to write down this stuff, but at the end of the day, for the people that take these things seriously, that actually want to have a long lasting total transformation change, is they need to write down this power statement. Okay, the only reason I do this is purely for the fact that in our own minds, we are always right. Okay, in our own minds, we believe that what we are doing, and there's a reason why we're failing consistently. Okay, but as soon as we write down the power statement, suddenly it's like we see on black and white right in front of us that, holy shit, maybe what I was doing or the way I was doing it was actually not working for me, and maybe it is time to change it. Okay, and that's the only reason I do this. You can still print this out, write it down here, or you can write it in your journal, whatever you prefer. Okay, so all it is you're just going to fill in the blanks. It says, I used to believe that. okay? Let's say, for instance, nothing ever worked for me and my body was different, okay? So there it says, example, nothing works for me and I'll never get the body that I want. So that's an example, okay? You're gonna write your own thing down there. 2, identifying, okay, that out of everything that I tried, there was actually 1 or 2 things that I liked and something that did work for me. So here's the example is yoga actually made a difference, but I didn't do it long enough, okay? So that's an example you can use, okay? And that I could ask, and then obviously the person's name that could help you understand the topic or implement it better. See, to help me understand and implement the topic or the process better. Then all you're going to do is at the bottom, where in the white section, you're just going to write that statement down without the brackets, so without the example pieces. So in this case, it would literally say, I used to believe that nothing works for me and I'll never get the body I want, to identifying yoga actually made a difference, but I didn't do it long enough. And that I could ask, let's say Stian, to help me understand and implement the topic process better. As easy as that. Pretty straightforward, take you 5 minutes to complete this worksheet, okay? So what is next? Hey, I'm Stian Vederman, Functional Results Coach, and welcome to the Fit Body Athletic Assessment lesson. Okay, remember to get your download because that's where you're going to fill in the worksheet, where you're also going to actually put pen to paper and complete this specific lesson in the Fit Body section of the Rebelation roadmap. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's start. Now, why this specific assessment? You see, for years I only did the usual assessment, the one where we do centimeters, where we do, weight on the scale, as well as body fat. But what I found over time was, honestly, it's too easy to cheat with the centimeters, because one day you could put it over the person's belly button, excuse me on that. Then the next time you could, move it up a little bit, move it down a little bit, just to show the person that they did get the results. And then at the same time, another problem is the scale, and specifically the body fat measurements, okay? A thing that plays a massive role in this is what time of the day you do that, the amount of water you consumed. For women is menstruation cycles, all these type of things play a massive role. When did you last eat? All these things. So it can really throw your results completely off track. So what I started doing was I started implementing more performance-based assessments. Yes, I still do these type of assessments because people like to see what they aesthetically, how things are progressing. But even though people start with aesthetics in mind, they want to look good, they want to have a six-pack, or they want to lose weight, I always feel that athleticism should take preference. And the only reason for that is purely because as you get older, you're going to get stiffer, okay? You're going to get less mobile. And it's all about quality of life. It's about being able to move better. It's about being able to run across the street. It's about being able to play with your kids. All these type of things play a factor and a role, okay? But a six-pack is more of an ego thing, where quality of life to me is by far more important. And most people don't understand what it takes to get a six-pack, and not just get a six-pack, but to actually maintain it. You might just lose a lot of other things on the way to gaining and maintaining that six-pack. So for me, it's not worth it at the end of the day. But we'll leave that for another day, okay? So I just wanted to show you quickly athleticism over aesthetics. I found a specific pyramid on the internet, and this is by Dr. Tony Catraccinisano. I'm not sure how to say that, but the big thing with athleticism, as you can see here, we focus on strength, we focus on power, we focus on speed, agility, and mobility. Obviously, the amount and the intensity of this changes depending on your current situation, your current fitness level, as well as your weight. I mean, if you're a very large person, you have a lot of weight to lose, then we're not going to do crazy speed and agility stuff with you. But as you get better, and your knees and your body's able to take a little bit more force generation and velocity, then we'll start introducing this slowly but surely. Okay, so what is the 5-minute process? Okay, we're gonna have 4 exercises, okay, and I'm gonna quickly go through the 4 exercises here, as you can see. So first we have squat, second we're gonna have the push-up, third we're gonna have something called a power sit-up, and fourth we're gonna have the sprawl. Okay, sprawl is very similar to the burpee, we just do it a little bit differently for people not to actually cheat, okay? And as well as with the push-up, we actually do an X push-up, and the power sit-up is also a bit different to the normal sit-up, okay? And what you're going to do with each of these exercises, you're going to do it for 60 seconds, okay? So let's say squat for first, you're going to squat for 60 seconds, you can do as many reps as you can, holding a good technique, going down 90 degrees, all these type of things, okay? It's very, very important. Technique's very important. Do that for 60 seconds, you're gonna write down a score. Then you're gonna have a 20-second rest. After the 20-second rest, you're gonna start with the next exercise, which would be push-ups. You can do that for 60 seconds. Do as many push-ups as you can, rest for 20 seconds. Then you do power sit-up for 60 seconds, do as many as you can. Obviously, technique is always very, very important, okay? You're gonna have your 20 seconds rest, then you're gonna go to sprawl, and you'll finish that off with 60 seconds as well, okay? So it's 4 exercises, 60 seconds for each exercise with 20 seconds rest in between, writing down the total amount of reps for each exercise, and then what you're gonna do is right at the end, you are actually gonna then add all the totals for each exercise up. You're gonna add them up and get your total score, which is then gonna determine what level you're actually at, okay? I've made an accompanied video, an extra video for this specific lesson, just to show you how to perform the technique properly, as well as some regressive exercises if you're not at the point where you can actually fully perform the proper ones that we want as part of the assessment. Okay, so how do you actually level up? Now, in your worksheet, you will see the different levels and the scores for each level, but I'm going to read them out to you here so you can quickly understand. We have 2 different categories. Obviously, we have women and men separately. Level 1 for women would be anything under 125. Excuse me. So if you score anything below 125, that would count as level 1. If you score anything from 126 to 169, that would be level 2. Anything from 170 plus would automatically be level 3. Now we do have more levels, but the assessment changes as you get past level 3, but that's not something to worry about for now. This is the baseline fitness, just to see where you're at. Okay, then for men, level 1 would be 130 and less. Level 2 would be 131 to 179, and level 3 would be 180 plus. So that's how you determine what level you're going to do. If we had to go to the worksheet, you can see this is just the one section of the worksheet just to show you what it looked like. At the top there you have a squat, so you'll perform that for your 60 minutes or your 1 minute. You'll write down your score, push-ups, same story, write it down for after 1 minute. Power setup score, sprawl score. Then you add all of them up, get your total score, and then depending on where you're at between level 1, 2, and 3, you'll write the level that you achieved. If there's any notes that you have that you can write next to it, so for instance you weren't able to perform the push-up correctly, as an example, you'll put an asterisk next to it so that next time when you do it, you're firstly going to do it exactly the same, where you're going to perform it the same way you were doing it last time to see if you improved. And if you did improve, then you can try and do it the correct way that was supposed to be done in the first place. But that's fine. Something you need to just take note of: if you can't perform an exercise properly and you have to do the regression version, then you actually automatically go to level 1, because you're actually not even doing the assessment the way it's meant to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. Please understand that this is for you. It's not a competition against anyone else. It's just for you, and you are going to try and compete against yourself. Okay, that's all you can do. You can compete against yourself, and every time you're going to try and improve. As you can see there's an assessment date 1, an assessment date 2, and 3. You can do this once a month and then just see how you progress from there. Okay, power statement once again. So all you have to do now obviously is fill in the blanks, and I'm going to read this to you here. The power statement for this one would be: my score for the fit body assessment on, then obviously the date of today or whenever you're going to do in this assessment was, and then you can write down the score, and my current level is level 1, 2, or 3, what level you're on, and then my goal is to reach, okay, so say for instance you were level 1, your goal would be to reach level 2, okay, and then by on the date you'll just write the date down. So let's say for instance, as of the recording this, it's April 2018, so I will say, listen, by end of May 2018, I'm currently on level 1, I want to reach level 2, as easy as that. If you're on level 3, obviously what you want to do is you want to try and maintain level 3, but you can always improve your score. So let's say for instance you're a guy, you had 181, which pushes you into level 3. Next time you want to get 182. That's 1 better. Even though it's just 1 better, it's already better. So you are moving in the right direction.
Hey, I'm Stan Wederman, Functional Results Coach, and welcome to this quick little video about the Fit Body Athletic Assessment. I wanted to go through the 4 exercises just to quickly give it a demonstration of what they look like in case you didn't know, as well as some regressions you can do if you can't perform the exercise properly. Okay, by now you should know, if you downloaded the workout sheet or the worksheet that you had to complete, with the accompanied video. This is just the extra video to show you exactly how the exercises work. Okay, so we're going to have 4 exercises. Number 1 is squat, number 2 is push-up, number 3 is power sit-up, and number 4 will be the sprawl. Okay, so what you want to do is 60 seconds of each exercise with a 20 seconds rest period in between. When you do your rest period, you want to write your score down. I always recommend, especially when you're doing this assessment, it's always better to have someone with you, because when you go flat out and you do your best in a specific exercise, it's only for a minute, it's difficult to keep track of your score, so it's always better to have someone that can write the score down for you. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. Number 1 is the squat. Okay, so if you look from the side, what we're going to do is, okay, let me move here. Okay, shoulder width apart, you want to put it a little bit, your feet shoulder width apart, maybe even a little bit wider. You want to sit down to a 90-degree angle. Okay, that's the goal. We want to get down to 90 degrees. If you don't have the mobility yet, you can only go that deep, then you can start with that. Okay, but if you can't perform an exercise exactly the way it's supposed to be performed, you put an asterisk next to that exercise. So the next time you perform it, I want you to perform it the same to see if your scores increased the same way you did it the previous time. Okay, and then we're going to focus on you getting that exercise 100% right before we worry about the scores and the levels that you attain. Okay, so the goal is 90 degrees down. If you can't do that, okay, you're going to either, if you're big and you have a lot of weight to lose, what we can do is we put it down a chair behind us, you sit down on the chair and you stand up. You sit down on the chair and you stand up. Okay, I always use my hands in front of me for counterbalance. You don't have to do it that way, it's just my preference of doing it. Okay, so the goal is 90 degrees down. Okay, the biggest thing here is, I see a lot of people when they do squat, for some reason they drop their knees down like that. So they sit like that. Okay, you wouldn't sit on the chair like that. It wouldn't be that motion. So just think of how you would go sit down on a chair. You should go down on a chair like that, but the only thing is now we're going to remove the chair to make sure you do it 100% right. Okay, so that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we're going to jump into the push-up. Okay, but we call it an X push-up because I want you to go all the way down to the floor. Lift your hands off the floor to make sure that your chest is on the ground, and then you're going to stand up again. Okay, males and females are going to do this exactly the same. Okay, there's no such thing as a man push-up and a woman push-up. There is no such thing. Okay, I want everyone to be more or less on the same level. The amount of reps that you have to do is obviously less to attain a certain level. Okay, but at the end of the day, for you to build the strength and also be as solid and as strong and have the fit body that you want, you're going to have to do it the right way. Okay, so this is the right way. So from here, you see there, I'm going to go down all the way, lift up my hands, and push up all the way. Down. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, I'm going to go all the way down to make sure that everyone's going exactly the same distance down. Okay, if you go and start there, and you want to start off your knees, same story. You're going to go down, lift your hands, and up. Okay? Important thing to understand is if you do it with your knees, you're going to put an asterisk next to it. Okay? Even if you're a woman and you can do it with your feet and you can do 1, that's great. Next time you try and do 2, as easy as that. Don't worry about competing against other people. You're competing against yourself. That's it. Okay? If you struggle to even do it with your knees, you're obviously going to start against the wall. You're going to put the wall there, do your push-up, come up, do your push-up, and then we'll just progress from there to the knees and then doing the full push-up after that. Okay. Number 3 is the power sit-up. It's a little bit different than a normal sit-up than you might be used to. So what we do here is backwards, straight, all the way fully extended, okay? Hands behind your head, touch the ground. You're going to come up, elbows touch your knees, and your heels touch the ground, and then you're going to extend all the way again. Come in, touch, and back, touch, and back. Okay, pretty straightforward. People that have a big tummy, okay, that need to lose a lot of weight, they might not be able to do that full movement because their back hurts. They're not able to do that movement properly. So what I want you to do then is you start off by bending your knees, put your hands behind your head, you come up, and you touch. That's all you do, okay? You just touch. Later on you can straighten your legs, touch. Straighten your legs, touch, okay? And you progress from there. Just remember to put an asterisk next to that specific exercise if you can't perform it properly. Okay, last one is the sprawl. Exactly the same as a burpee. The only difference is I want you to lay down flat on the ground and extend all the way once again. Okay, so from here, You're going to go down, touch the ground. You're going to kick out both legs at the same time. Go down all the way, straighten your arms, bring them back in, kick in and stand up. Okay, so if I had it at normal speed, it would be down, straight, and up. Okay, if you can't do it that way, what you want to do is go down, step out, go down all the way, straighten, back in, and stand up. Just remember that is obviously going to take you a lot longer. You can do less reps than the guys that are doing it properly. But it's not a competition against them. You have to do what you can, okay? Once again, what I've also seen in the past, people that have a lot of weight to lose, something I struggle with that specific one, is to actually bend down all the way. They can't do that. So what I normally do is have a tire, use a bed, anything like that that's a little bit high, say more or less that height. Put your hands on that so you don't have to go down all the way. Obviously, if you have something that you're going to put your hands on, you're not going to be able to lay down all the way. That's sort of going to be like a half burpee, okay? But it's a good starting point for you to just start, okay? Because maybe you can't do an exercise. Don't let that stand in your way from not completing this assessment at all. Just do what you can with what you have, and then we'll take it from there. We can always progress, we can always make it better. Remember to write down your scores, and at least do this assessment once a month. Try and get to level 3. Once you get to level 3, try and stay at that level, and then all you're doing then is try and increase your score by 1 point all the time. If you can get better every single month, even if it's just by one little score, then that's getting better. Okay, that's the focus. Okay, thank you for watching this quick little video. I hope it helped quite a bit. Remember to fill in your worksheet and complete this specific lesson in the 7-day transformation experience. Thanks.
Hey, I'm Stefan Wederman, Functional Results Coach, and welcome to the Fit Life Clarity Creator lesson. Okay, remember before we start to go and get your download, this is your worksheet where you're going to put pen to paper, where you're going to fill in the blanks and make sure that you understand exactly what it is you need to do for the 7-day transformation experience. Okay, so firstly off, it's impossible. Well, let's put it this way. Why is it important that you find clarity? Okay, it's impossible for a man or a woman to be clear on what they want when they're used to living in absolute chaos. You see, creating clarity allows you to have a clear picture of what you want, and more importantly, why you want it. It's so easy for us to get bogged down with details and say, listen, yeah, I'd love to lose weight. And I always used to say to my clients, okay, so you're saying to me you want to lose weight. How much do you want to lose? And they say, no, I don't really care. I just want to lose weight. So then what I do with them is, just as a quick little analogy and actually an exercise, is I put them on the scale, and let's say, for instance, we'll make it easy. They're 50 kilograms, okay? Then what I do is I take them through a workout. Now, obviously they've sweated and they've lost water. I put them back on the scale and they'll be, let's say, 49.5. So they've lost 500 grams, which is normal because it's just water. What I do then is say, thank you for being a client of my gym or my business, but I have nothing else to do for you because you have already reached your goal. And then they're like, no, that's just ridiculous. I'm like, no, you never gave me a specific example of how much weight you want to lose. So that's why it's very, very important for us to get bogged down in details or in the chaos when we don't have clarity. We need to have clarity to understand what it is exactly that we want and what is going to take us towards or away from our goals. As easy as that. Okay, so firstly we need to ask ourselves, what is the goal? Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a fitness one. You could probably have, signed up for the 7-day transformation experience where your main thoughts were that it was only going to be about fitness or losing weight, but it's not. My whole approach is 3-dimensional, where I look at fit mind, fit body, and fit life. Okay, you have to have a fit mind for you to achieve the fit body. Okay, and you need the fit body and the fit mind to achieve the fit life. If one of these are out of sync, I can promise you eventually everything will come crashing down. It's just the way of life. We need to try and keep everything in balance. Okay, so for this example, I'm going to use the job. You want to find a new job. So as you can see here, that's the whole idea here. We're going to look at finding a new job. Okay, so what is the goal? In this example, I want to find a new job. Okay, then secondly, why do you actually want it? Okay, why do you want this goal? Why do you want to achieve this goal? So I could say, for instance, the reason I want a new job is because I want to earn more money. Okay, Now, earning more money is one of the reasons most people look at a new job, okay? But it's just a surface level reason. If you look at losing weight, same example. Someone comes to me and says, listen, I want to lose weight. And then I say, why? And they'll say, so I can feel better about myself, okay? That's a surface level answer. That's not really why they want to lose weight, okay? So what you want to do is now we're going to move into something called so questions. As you can see with the image, it's something called so questions, okay? So you want to ask yourself 3 to 5 so questions. So using my example is I want a new job. Okay, so why do I want a new job? I want to earn more money. So I can buy a new car. So I can visit my girlfriend more often. So I can strengthen our relationship. So I can potentially ask my girlfriend to marry me. We've gone from just finding a new job to the reason you actually want to find a new job is because you want to earn more money so that you can buy a car, so that you can actually just show your girlfriend that you're not a loser, you can make a lot of money and you can actually care for her, and you want to strengthen your relationship by visiting her more, and at the end of the day you guys can hopefully get married. It's a long shot from just saying, listen, I want to earn more money and that's why I'm looking for a new job. So we always want to dive deeper, and that's when we find the real reasons that's going to push us to the next level. Those are the reasons that's going to make or break our journey. Okay, as easy as that. People always look at the surface level stuff, but it's not about the surface level stuff. It's about those deeper underlying reasons, the so questions that give us the reasons why we actually want to do something. You see, how are we actually going to take this to the next level? And as I said earlier, you need to understand that everything we do in life, every single thing we do, okay, is either going to take us one step closer or it's going to take us one step away from our goals, okay? So if we had to take the new job as an example, okay, what is a task or a skill or anything that's going to take me one step closer to my goal, closer to getting that job, okay? That would be, how do I make my CV stand out in a pile of 1,000 CVs, okay? All these CVs look exactly the same. What is going to make me different? What is going to make me pop out from the rest of those CVs on that table or on that desk, okay? That would take me closer to my goal, okay? Then further away, okay? Some things will take you further away. If you take weight loss as an example, you know for a fact, eating junk, eating crap during the day will take you further away. It might make you feel good in the moment, but it's going to take you further, it's going to take you further away from what you really want, okay? So let's take our job example, okay? Let's say on Facebook you love doing live videos and you guys going out, you and your friends go out and you have a nice drinking spree and you have an amazing time. Nothing wrong with that, okay? You enjoy yourself. But you decide to shoot a live video as you guys are drinking tequila and doing shots and all these different Jägermeisters and all these different things. Even though your friends might think it's pretty cool that you're doing that, the potential HR department of your new company or that you're wanting to work for, they're not going to find it funny. They're not going to find it as something cool, and they're not going to laugh about it. I know it sounds very, very strict, but it's something you need to understand, that if you're in the job market and you're looking for a new job, things like Facebook and LinkedIn and all these things, unfortunately companies look at that nowadays. So you need to understand, what is the skill or the habit or the thing that you're doing on a daily basis that's either taking you closer to your goal or further away from it. So just understand that everything's about choices, and that choice either takes you closer or further away from your goal. So if we look at the worksheet section, it says there, what is the number one goal you want to pursue? Now, I've used the example as I want to get a new job. In your case, it could be, listen, I want to lose weight, but remember, you have to say, I want to lose weight. I want to lose 20 kilograms, okay? Why do I want to lose 20 kilograms? I want to lose 20 kilograms because my clothes don't fit me anymore. I want to be able to fit into my favorite jeans and t-shirts again, okay? So why is that even important? Because I want my husband to think that I'm sexy again. Okay, so what does that matter? So that we can become intimate again. Okay, so that our relationship can be better. Okay, so that we can be great parents for our kids. So so that I could be the super mom and my kid actually loves me to bits and he thinks I'm the best. Now automatically parents would think that that's what their kids would think, or their kids should think that, but it's not necessarily the case. And we started with wanting to lose weight, but we ended up with the reason you want to lose weight is to maybe even spend more time with your kid, because currently you're not physically in a position to do that, and mentally also not in a position to do that because you don't have the self-esteem or self-confidence. These things go a lot deeper than we want, and that's one of the reasons I created this roadmap. You know, I looked at things like purpose, power, and performance, these three areas, and I created the roadmap from that, because I understand, and from my own experiences, is that, you know, if it was just about diet and exercise, don't you think that everyone in the world would have the results they want? Obesity is at an all-time high. Now, I'm taking the weight loss as an example, but I mean depression, divorce, all these things are at an all-time high. It's because people are not happy. People are not doing what is necessary for them to move forward. And there's no one thing that's going to make a difference. Unfortunately, there's a couple of different things we're going to have to put in place, and it's all about balance. It's all about sustainability. If you're not able to have balance or sustain the results over a longer period of time, minimum of 2 years, then it's only a matter of time before things start falling apart. Believe me, I'm talking from experience here. I've gone through this myself. Then the power statement for this one would be, the one goal I want to achieve is, that would be the goal you identified. So we used a new job, okay? So the number one goal I want to achieve is get a new job. And the reason I want to achieve this is, in the case we used originally, was to get more money, okay? Your why, okay? Then it's very important that I achieve this goal. So then the very last answer on the list, in that case, was, it's very important that I achieve this goal so I can eventually or hopefully ask my girlfriend to marry me, okay? Then in the white piece, all you're going to do is you're just going to fill in that without the brackets. You can see the example there. The number one goal I want to achieve is to get a new job, and the reason I want to achieve this is because I want to earn more money. It's very important that I achieve this goal so I can potentially ask my girlfriend to marry me. As easy as that. Okay, so what's next? Now you have a choice. You have a couple of choices. One, you continue the way you've always continued. Okay, no problem with that. If it's working for you, great, continue that way. I'm hoping that at least these 3 lessons in the Revelation roadmap, or roadmap in the 7-day transformation experience, have given you a little bit of a different perspective on what is necessary for you to achieve long-lasting and sustainable change. And that would be the fit mind, fit body, and fit life. You need that trifecta. You need to work them together, okay? Now, I have already gone and created the roadmap, okay? So you have 2 choices now. You can go on, you have 3 choices. Obviously, 1, you can go on the way you've always gone on. 2, you could ask me to either help you personally or privately, and then I'll coach you privately and show you how the framework really works, and I can adapt it personally to your lifestyle. Or you could look at maybe even joining Rebelation Academy, okay? And if you're joining Rebelation Academy, that's a small monthly membership fee where you'll get everything in the roadmap, okay? You'll get all the community support and all that, but this is not really a pitch. It's not about this, okay? It's not about the pitch at all. It's about you moving forward and getting the best results, okay? It's about you finding what's going to work for you, and then from there build on top of that.
Hey, I'm Stan Wederman, Functional Results Coach, and I just wanted to say thank you very much. This is day 7, and you have now officially completed the 7-day transformation experience. I hope you've learned something. I hope that it's changed your perspective a little bit, and if you could actually start seeing that it's not just about the diet and the exercise. It's about getting your mind right. It's about getting your lifestyle right. At the end of the day, I believe, well, it is a fact that we only have one life, but I do believe that we should live it with meaning. I do believe that we should always give our best away. I do believe that we should freaking do what we love doing, okay? And that's what my whole Revelation experience, everything is about, okay? So I wanted to say thank you so much for being part of the transformation experience, okay? If you want to now take the next step, okay? I personally would recommend joining a Rebelation Academy, okay? If you're in South Africa, it's 250 Rand a month. If you're international, outside South Africa, or outside South Africa pretty much, it's $25. I'm keeping it simple, I'm keeping it very, very low cost, and that's where you will receive everything I've ever done, okay? Plus the Revelation roadmap, okay? Plus monthly workouts. Every month I'll add new workouts. I already have 90-day challenges in there with home workouts. We only need 5 kilogram dumbbells. I can always add more strength functional, all these different types of programs. So every month I'm going to add more programs, and every month there will be something new on the topic of fit mind, fit body, and fit life. Every single month, okay? I want to build a community of at least 1,000 strong, okay? That's my goal. My goal is to help as many people as possible. Okay, to give you a quick example, if you didn't know my story, for the last 9-10 years I ran my own gym, okay? I was up in Johannesburg, I lived there, now I'm down in Cape Town. I'm loving Cape Town, I'm loving the beach, I'm loving the mountain, okay? It's amazing to me, but for me, it became a fact of wanting to only coach, okay? I ran my own gym. I had 3 total gyms where over the years I progressed from having a small little gym to a bigger gym to a bigger gym. I did really, really well there, and then I got frustrated because running a gym took me away from coaching, and all I want to do is coaching, okay? And that's why I created the 7-day transformation experience. I wanted to give you an example of what I can do for you. What I want you to do now is if you're ready, take the next step, okay? Take the next step, join the Revelation Academy. Let's work together. Every month I'll do calls, I'll answer your questions, I'll do all the extra things that you might not see in other groups, okay? That you might not see a coach do for that amount of money. But to me, it's about the masses. I want to change as many lives as possible, and I can't do that by charging $1,000. Okay, I can probably charge $1,000 if I wanted to, easy. Okay, but I'm not going to do that because this specific experience is about you. It's about getting as many people as possible, building a community, and helping as many people as possible. Even if they didn't have a gym membership, there are workouts for them to do at home. Okay, if they have injuries, there are mobility workouts. There's all these different things that I'm going to do and I'm going to add because I love studying. I love learning new things, taking it, creating a framework for it, and then implementing different lessons for it. That's exactly what I'm going to do. What you saw over the last 7 days is a tip of the iceberg of what the whole framework's about. And people go to a life coach, they go to a mindset coach, they go to a fitness or personal training coach, okay, to help them. I prefer doing all 3 in one, okay, so that you don't have to spend the money on all the different places. I like focusing on one place and giving you everything, because you can't. People try and focus on each thing individually. You can't. You have to put everything together because they're all interlinked. The one affects the other, affects the other. If one's out of sync, eventually everything becomes out of sync. That's just the way it works. But that's enough blabbering. I just wanted to say thank you for being part of this experience. Join the Revelation Academy if you're ready. If you're not ready, continue, just looking on the Facebook page. Look at the blogs that I'm sharing. Go to the blog, stanwederman.com, and share it with a friend. Let's build a community. Let's help each other out. And I'll always give as much free stuff available as I can to help as many people that's not in the position to afford it. That's my biggest goal, to change as many lives as possible. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the 7-day transformation experience. Thanks, Annie.